Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another top 10 list. Not another top 10, but actually a top 7 list of 21st century villains. Now, this is a video response to fellow YouTuber Trepacer, who did a video response of another YouTuber, and I thought this was a really great idea. It was, who are your top 7 villains from films of the 21st century? And, I gotta say, first off, these two villains here, Magneto and Darth Sidious, were really close to being put onto my list. However, I had to scrap them as, well, Magneto was debuted in 1999 X-Men, or is it 2000? And no, it was 2000, and Darth Sidious debuted in 1999 in The Phantom Menace. So that technically puts them in the 20th century, while their characters did go on through the 21st. I disqualified them, so they're out of there. I was also going to add Sauron from the, Lord of the Rings trilogy. However, he's more of an entity of evil rather than a villain. While they call him the enemy and such, he doesn't act at all in the films. He's just an ominous presence of evil. So I really wanted to focus on characters that were very much developed and very intriguing on the list. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see who makes number 7. Number 7 is going to go to Silva from Skyfall. I'm a huge James Bond fan. I love the Daniel Craig series. I think they're really fun and really put the life back into the Bond franchise. And this is probably the best villain of the new James Bond. In fact, my favorite villain throughout James Bond, I think. And the fact he just, the character is so creepy, and when he takes out that bit of jaw when he gets captured is just really nasty, and the way he almost molests Bond when he captures him, very, very creepy and just brilliantly played. And I love the fact that Skyfall, when it comes down to it, is a simple film of revenge. All this character wants is revenge on M, and I love it. It's genius, very well done, and that's why he's number 7. Number 6 is going to go to Stuntman Mike from Quentin Tarantino's and Robert Rodriguez's Grindhouse, particularly the Death Proof film in the back-to-back films. Just absolutely great. This was a wonderful villain in the fact, he comes off as kind of fun and likable and just turns into this psychopath that goes after these women and chases them down with these stunt cars and just brutally kills them in these car crashes. And then when the girls turn on to him, he just turns into such a little bitch. It's so awesome. One of Tarantino's best films. And, I really like the fact that it was all actual practical stunts, and that's not done in Hollywood anymore. And this was really done as an old school road movie, and I really appreciate that. And this is probably one of my favorite bad guys in a long, long time, and that's why he's number 6. Number 5 is going to go to Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. And a lot of people kind of trash this villain, especially after the Joker from The Dark Knight. But I gotta say, I really, really liked the interpretation of this character. into the real world from the comics. I was always kind of on the fence on Bane as a Batman bad guy, but what I really liked about this version of Bane, he was cerebral, he was powerful, he was arrogant. I loved how he walked around with his hands clenched around his costume, the coat, and I just really loved how brash and bold the character was, and rightfully so. I mean, he was pretty badass, and I just loved how Tom Hardy portrayed him. The voice, it just was really fun, and that's why he's number 5. Number 4 is going to go to Kahn from Star Trek Into Darkness. And again, this is another villain a lot of people had issues with. I really liked this Into Darkness. It was a parallel version of Star Trek II The Wrath of Khan, which the new Trek films are. It's a reboot, and I love Cumberbatch. I think he's a great actor. I think he did a great job. He was deep, maniacal. He was egotistical, a megalomaniac, and super powerful and badass. And that's everything you want in a villain. And I think he brought it to the table, and that's why it's number 4. My number 3 pick is going to go to Kylo Ren from Star Wars The Force Awakens. Again, another controversial villain. A lot of people did not like him. They thought he was whiny. He really wasn't whiny per se. He was broody, but he was more distraught and torn emotionally, internally, and he was just bubbling with anger. And his lightsaber actually was a nice parallel to that, just kind of raw emotion and power. And this, I still say, is the Anakin Skywalker we never got from that crappy prequel trilogy. And I liked him. I thought he was fun. He was well written. He was deep, he was intriguing, and we get to see him gradually progress as a bad guy and go darker into the dark side as this new trilogy unfolds. And I think that's a lot of fun, and that's why he's number 3. My number 2 pick goes to Captain Barbossa of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. Jeffrey Rush is what I think a movie pirate should be. He's got the look, he's got the voice, he's got the attitude. I just adore this villain. He's so backstabbing and twisted, and he's running his own agenda. Even when he's working for someone else, he still has his own agenda, and he's always going circles with Captain Jack Sparrow, and just absolutely love every second this character's on the screen. You can't ask for a better villain, and that's why Barbossa is number 2. And my number 1 spot has got to go to the Joker from The Dark Knight. I mean, how could it not? Heath Ledger's performance was brilliant, just completely brilliant. I love Jack Nicholson's Joker. I think that was great for that time, and it's still a great performance, but there's something so deeply disturbed and dark about this version of the character that I just gravitate towards. I think it's probably one of the best villain depictions on film in history. It's going to take a lot to really beat this bad guy for sure. And I can't say anything better about it. I mean, that's why it's number 1 for sure. So there it is, my top 7 picks for villains of the 21st century. What's your guys? I'd love to hear it in the comments below. Make a video. Trepacer, great idea to the YouTuber who initially started it. Thanks, Trepacer. Thanks for putting your video out and putting out the challenge. Definitely a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, guys, and look for more videos in the future. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, and as always, look for more videos in the future.